And then, man, we had to replace those drums, so like it just really needed a live feel. So hey, what's up everyone? It's been a long time since I posted one of these breakdown videos. It's a bit hard to stay consistent with the whole YouTube thing and with the whole live thing. But we're back today, and I'm going to be breaking down how I turned this song into this song. Firstly, shout out to the legendary Capena for this awesome collaboration. If you love island reggae and you don't know who Capena is, maybe you've been, I don't know, living under a rock or something, but these guys are like legends in the game, coming up in the early 90s. So yeah, let's break down this track and go through the different elements that I've incorporated into the track, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas for your own music. Alright, so I have the program open up here, the session. I kind of kept the composition quite simple compared to the other reggae remixes that I've done. I guess the aim for this was to make it a little bit more reggae, a little bit more island as well. And so yeah, I kind of came up with those stab sound things. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I thought I'd incorporate that into this track. Let me play the demo of the session. Alright, so the first thing I started off with was the piano, and it's just a simple piano. And I added a little bit of reverb just to give it a bit more texture. I added this piano layer just to sit like quietly underneath the piano, just to give it a bit more character, I guess. I played a real guitar on this track, but I also laid it with like a MIDI sample pack that I downloaded. So this is the like, it sounds real fake, eh? But I just compressed it a bit, and then what else did I do? Yeah, added a little bit of phase on that, and all of these plugins I actually don't know what they do, but it was a nice preset from Waves called Phasey Dub Guitar. So it kind of just gives the track a little bit more attack. And then just another layer that kind of just adds to the attack of the song. And then this is the real guitar recorder. So real like, real strummy, crunchy. Basically all I've got is running through an amp. The amp that I'm using is just the Logic stock plugin. And I've kind of tweaked it to my liking. So I've got one guitar pan to the right. And then I have another guitar, and it's kind of EQ'd a little bit differently, so that you kind of have two different guitar textures there in those stabs. It's a little bit brighter, and also the way I've played it kind of altered the rhythm a little bit, so that it's different from the first guitar. Yeah, it gives it a little bit of variance in those stabs. Those kind of little idiosyncrasies kind of make the track come to life. So yeah, let's play that all together. So then obviously we've got to add in that space flute, that classic space flute. And that's just a stock flute from Alchemy. So it's called the Space Pan Flute. And then I added like a strum just to like glue everything together. And what I added was this free chorus effect from Tao. And I also like their reverb as well. Shout out to my guy Josh for showing me these plugins.
I love it when I wake up in the morning seeing you.
I've got a sample delay running on this track as well, just to give it a little bit more stereo width. And then obviously organs are a big part of reggae music. So I think I've added a couple organs here. So the chord progression gets played twice. And at the start of this chord progression, I'm starting real low. Second time, I'm already an octave up. And we finish a whole octave up. So yeah, I guess it kind of just creates a sense of urgency, a sense of tension. The track is building to something. The second organ I added was this one here, kind of just stabbing with the piano. So if you want to buy my organ preset, I'm just using the organ that came with Logic Pro. It's going for $5. You can purchase that organ preset. I think there's 3 or 5 presets that you can use that I've tweaked to my liking, and I use it in about 95% of my songs. So after the organ, I added this like pad. And in the bass, it's just a simple bass line. Boom, 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 boom. The bass is kind of just like a demo. We got Lilo from Canaan to replace the bass completely.
Okay.
And we got a real bass in, and the bass sounds wicked. So also on these stabs, I had just the GAT, just playing the one chord. And what I added was this delay thing, this plugin, this free plugin called Delay from 6Sample. Man, it's an awesome man's plugin. And I just got the guitar doing this like ping pong delay across from each other. So all together with those elements, and this is without the drums. Yeah, so that's the intro. For the drums, a lot of people ask me like, what drum plugins are you using? Normally, I guess like 80 to 90% of the remixes I do, it's all MIDI drums programmed by me. But for this track specifically, it had such a live feel. So I programmed in some MIDI drums, which I'm about to show you. But in the final track, we replaced those drums with a live drummer. And man, he killed it too. So shout out to Paul. This is what I sent to him. By the way, these drum samples, you can purchase this drum pack as well. It's going for $35. It's kind of just a starter pack, and I guess it'll help you make your own reggae tracks. The pack comes with a few samples that you can use, snares, kicks, hats, as well as some reggae loops that I've made with my collaborators. So man, I look forward to hearing what you guys create from the loop pack. So I guess those are all the core elements of the track. I'll show you what I've played in for the verse, but then it's basically the same thing throughout the whole track. So I've got everything skanking along together. So once the intro breakdown finishes, I've got this like bass slide that kind of just ties everything together. And then very faintly in the track, you can hear this mute track that I've got. So you can hear it's not really in time. You can even hear like I think the wire wasn't plugged in properly or something. It kind of stands out, and it just gives it a nice texture. With the demo drums. And yeah, basically that's the whole track. I've got this MIDI mute guitar that I've added in. And it's basically just mirroring the bass line. As well as this fake organ that I've got in. The only thing I added in for the chorus were these layers here. So I've got like a chorus GAT. A basic picking motion from the electric GAT, and as well as just a basic strum of the chords too. So, and again, lots of reverb, lots of chorus. And then man, we had to replace those drums, so for this track, I didn't mix the track. The teammate Capena mixed this track, and then we had Kelly Boy add in the ukulele part just to fill in those gaps. And I guess that's the basis of the whole track. So hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more breakdown videos, feel free to leave a comment and what you want to see in future. If this was boring, can you tell me in the comments if I talk too much? Man, I'm still getting used to the whole YouTube infrastructure, but it's cool doing like old songs and giving them new life into an old track is something that I really enjoy doing. So yeah man.